With 11 deaths recorded by the end of the climbing season, the question around overcrowding at the Everest has again become a focus of public attention.
I'm feeling tired.
People in several parts are mourning the death of their loved ones who died during the expedition this month. The death toll is the highest since 2015. According to Ravindra Kumar, an IS who has climbed the Everest thrice, there are several factors leading to overcrowding and death.
See, traffic congestion is because so many people attempt during short, narrow, fair weather window, and route are only two. Everybody reach in that zone around that same time. Now so many people are going. Peak also has got limited area, around 8 to 10 people can stand over there safely. So now 100 people are attempting, only 10 people can be on the peak. Unless the peak is cleared, another people can't go. Route is also one. On north side you have to pass through traverse. Traverse is like very narrow route with steep fall on the side. On south side there is hilly step, so that is obstruction. So because of all this, people have to wait in the queue until peak is cleared or the climber ahead of you goes ahead. That leads to traffic jam and that leads to death also. Why? Because of limited oxygen, you exhaust, then you are in danger. Because you are not moving, so you get cold injury, so you are in danger.
According to a media report, in the year 1996, around 8 people died within 36 hours near the peak summit. In 2012, a photograph by German mountaineer Ralph Due Motives showed a conga line of hundreds of people queued along the way to the Everest, risking their lives. Around 10 people died the same year. In 2013, a scuffle broke between climbers and a group of guides at a height of 7,470 meters. According to mountaineers, the condition is usually quite intense and every minute counts. They believe that casualties are not purely because of overcrowding, but more because of the bad weather conditions, faulty equipment and inadequate oxygen.
Weather forecasting is very important factor. If you are going in bad weather when wind speed is high on top, then obviously you are closer to death. So in 2013 and 15 and 19, 13 years weather was better. This year weather was bad. So it varies. And now it is up to you which weather you choose, how much calculated risk you take.
He believes that novice climbers should not be allowed unless they have completed the required training in order to avoid such fatalities, and highlights the need for stricter norms for issuing permits.
One, we have to keep minimum standard of training before people attempt highest peak of the world. Second, because of limited weather window, the number of permit has to be controlled. So that has to be taken care. I mean, in one day maybe 50 people or maximum 100 people should attempt, so that there will not be traffic congestion. So both aspect has to be taken care. Why? Because the minimum standard of training, because people, the slowest climber in the queue decides pace of queue. Now one weak climber is affecting everybody. Why? Because overtaking is very difficult at that place.
This year, the Nepal government granted around 381 permits, leading to traffic jams at this highest peak. This number does not include the number of guides at the Everest. Even after the rising death toll, the Nepal government, however, doesn't seem to cap the number of permits, as industry brings in $300 million each year in the country. Every year on 29th May, Nepal celebrates the Mount Everest Day in the memory of the first summit by Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay Sherpa.